Hello from Optics Straight and welcome to our YouTube channel. This will be another short review. This time we'll be reviewing a product made by Steiner. Now Steiner is an established company with headquarters in Germany, and they're mostly known for producing binoculars. They're quite a specialist in the field of binoculars. They have quite a long tradition of producing binoculars for the military, but they also produce rifle scopes and red dot sights. Today we're going to review a red dot sight that they introduced last year at the fair IWA in Germany, in Nuremberg. This is the Micro Reflex sight, MRS. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Let's just head over to the red dot sight itself. As you can see, this is quite an unusual design of a red dot sight. Now this is a reflex sight, but the revolutionary thing is that it's actually closed from the front side and from the back side. Now it has the advantages of a typical red dot sight, which are, so it's quite simple to look through with both eyes open, and also there is not much housing around the lens so that you can get a wide field of view, which is quite an advantage that the reflex sights have over, for example, full tube sights. They have quite a lot of housing around the lens, which reduces the field of view. Now, usually with typical reflex red dot sights, there is a problem because the rain and the water in general can get in between the diode and the lens, and that causes problems. Now with the MRS, Steiner managed to solve this problem. So it is closed from both sides and is of course rainproof, waterproof. The water cannot get inside in between the diode and the lens, which is a great upgrade. So what is perhaps a disadvantage that Steiner got from this design is that this reflex red dot sight is a little bit bulky, a little bit huge for a reflex red dot sight, and as such it is not really suitable to be mounted on a pistol. But still, so this is just a slight disadvantage. As we already said, it features a closed design, and currently on the market, red dot sights that feature this design are very rare, but this is not the only product that has such design. Some red dot sights made by Holosun also feature the closed design. Since the Steiner decided to close the back part here of the lens, they achieved robustness, and also they lower the possibility of damaging the product. It is not just waterproof and rainproof, it is also more resistant to any other sources of damage. Steiner even claims that the red dot sight is submergible. It also, of course, features unlimited eye relief. Steiner claims that it's parallax free from 10 to 140 meters. The battery compartment is here on this side, so to access it you have to unscrew this cap here. This can be done without any tools, so you can simply unscrew it with your hand. The battery is a little bit untypical, so it's a CR1632 battery. This is a little bit problematic when it comes to change, because not all stores sell this battery, so perhaps a slight disadvantage. As I said, features a big window, wide peripheral vision. It's also very lightweight, so it weighs 70 grams. It's well balanced once mounted, and as such it allows you to get on targets quickly. The dot size is 3 MOA, which makes this red dot sight more suitable for rifles than pistols, and even the shape itself. By the shape itself, you can tell that this red dot sight is not really meant for a pistol. But of course you can still mount the red dot sight on a pistol. It'll just look a little bit bulky. It comes with a Picatinny Weaver mount underneath. It would be great if Steiner also offered a mount that would make the MRS compatible with Doctor mounts. Perhaps this will be introduced in the future. There are regulation screws for elevation and windage adjustment, and for the purpose of adjusting that, you get a screwdriver in the box. With it you can simply rotate the regulation screws. One click equals 1 MOA, which is approximately 105 centimeters on 50 meters. So clicks can be felt. They're really silent. You have to pay close attention when rotating, but you can also feel them. With a single battery, this product, the illumination will last for approximately 550 hours. So if we set the illumination to somewhere in the middle level. The optical characteristics, so as is typical for red dot sight, this features 1x magnification. There is a little bit of tint apparent when looking through. This is perhaps not that apparent on the video now that I'm showing you the sight. Just a second. No, it's really difficult to see, but there is some. So moving on, the power button is here on the left side of the device, and there are 4 settings to choose from. So when you get the device, it is all, of course, powered off. Now if you click this once, the automatic adjustment will turn on. There is a light sensor here on the front side of the device, and this sensor automatically senses the surrounding lighting conditions and then adjusts the brightness of the dot. There are of course more settings. If you press the button once more, you'll get the highest brightness setting. You can see that. Click it once more, you'll get the medium setting. Once more you get the lowest setting, and then click it once again and you'll turn the device off. At the highest setting, the dot is daytime bright, and the definition of the dot itself is also quite nice. Now let's say a little bit more about the scope of delivery. You of course get the MRS itself. You also get a battery here, but at the moment it is inserted into the device. A screwdriver that will allow you to make windage and elevation adjustments. Here we have the instruction manual. It is available in multiple languages. Then also the lens cloth for cleaning the lenses, of course. You also get 10 years of warranty when purchasing the product, which is also quite a nice gesture by Steiner. We have reached the end of this short review, and now it's time to enumerate some some advantages and some disadvantages of this device. The advantages are of course the advantages that all the Reflex red dot sights have, which is that they're lightweight, simple to look through, with minimal housing that would obscure the view, so the field of view is quite nice when looking through. And of course the biggest advantage that this red dot sight has is that it's closed from both sides, which makes it impossible for the rain to enter the place in between the diode and the lens. This is its of course biggest advantage, and the biggest advantage of this design made by Steiner. The bad points is that the MRS is quite big to be mounted on a pistol. This is perhaps a downside of the fact that it's closed and that it's protected from water and rain in general. But this is not that big of a disadvantage. What would be also great is if the battery was perhaps CR2032 instead of 1632, since these ones can be quite difficult to get in the stores. You have to get in a specialized store to buy a CR1632 battery. This would be all from my side. So if you have any additional questions regarding this dot, you can leave a comment down in the comment section below. You can also send us an email and we'll be replying to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, hit subscribe, and of course, see you next time in the next review that we'll be making. Goodbye.